Hey man, what it is, this is Deem and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go the PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what this is. I don't care if you send $2, $500, $1,000. It's much, much, much appreciated. Everybody who support, you feel me? Thank you. Um the narratives is done, the hate is getting proven, and I'm here to talk about it. I was on Fanon channel, and we was talking about a lot of things, but the main thing that I brought up is what really kind of got proven yesterday is that people are okay with holding Gervonta Davis to a certain standard, but not holding other fighters to that same standard. What you mean by that, Dean? 40 mil bill is what they call them. What I mean by that is that nobody is crying right now. Nobody was saying that Lomachenko is ducking Shakur Stevenson. Nobody is saying that Shakur Stevenson is ducking Lomachenko. But we sit up there and say that we want the best fights available, but we want the best to fight the best. But I don't see nobody banging the table about these things. I seen Shakur Stevenson banging the table about it, talking about semi-retiring, even though we all knew that that was cap. He was just emotional that he not getting the fights that he want. But the hate is definitely proven. You have people that say, well, they tried to get Loma excuse about his age and what he did and all this, that, and the third. Yeah, all that's good. But that still doesn't mean anything when you say that you want the best to fight the best. As this, I mean, we want Canelo to fight David Benavidez, right? He has a very good resume. As long as you have them gloves on, your obligation should be to put on the best possible fights available. Keyword: the best possible fights available. We all know that Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson both was available and under the same promotional company, and Bob Arum could have easily made that fight. But instead, he's going to give us probably Shakur Stevenson and Maritala and Lomachenko and Cambosis. Now, not saying that that's a bad thing. It only a be if right after that he don't make that fight between them. But then it proves my point even more that y'all all call Gervonta Davis a duck. But y'all not saying that neither one of them fighters are ducking him. When y'all all know what Bob Arum is clearly trying to do, has said what he was trying to do, put it out there for the world what he wants to do and what he's trying to do. But y'all still sit up there and get on panels, run with that narrative, run with that argument that Gervonta Davis is not trying to make the best fights possible. But not holding two fighters to the same standard that's under the same promotional company as each other and are literally probably 2 and 3 of lightweights in the same division, literally. But nobody is banging the table about that. 40 mil bill is what they call them. What you gonna do when 50K is all you do? Y'all ain't gonna clamor for Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko. So can we stop with Gervonta Davis not fighting nobody? Can we stop with Gervonta Davis don't want to make the best fights? Can we stop with Gervonta Davis ain't fighting champions? Can we stop with he don't want to fight black fighters and slick fighters? Can we stop with all of that? Because Devin Haney sat up there and wants to fight Ryan Garcia and then wants to fight Mario Barrios, another person that Gervonta Davis has already knocked out. So we gotta stop running with these narratives because none of y'all, and I ain't gonna say none of us, even other boxing channels, they asking for it, they'll say something about it, but they should be banging the table for it because that's the same expectation that they have for Gervonta Davis. If Gervonta Davis don't do it, he the worst thing ever. He a duck. He just about the money. He don't fight nobody. Blase, blase, blah. Everybody else don't do it is perfectly fine. Gervonta Davis still one of the only people to fight one of the four kings. Y'all don't even know if Ryan going to show up to even fight Devin Haney. And if Devin Haney don't stop Ryan Garcia, then what are we talking about? If he got a worse version of Ryan Garcia and he doesn't knock him out, then what are we talking about? They got the same opponent. When are we going to start being fair to that young man? That's why I try to go out there and kill these narratives, because I would do this for any fighter, not just Gervonta Davis. I will not let y'all, the public, y'all, the boxing community, sit up there and lie on any of these fighters and we claim that we love boxing. I wouldn't, when people say Devin Haney a bum, y'all don't never hear me agree with that. Everybody that knows that I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, but I won't let you lie on him. People were saying that Shakur Stevenson wasn't special no more after that Del Santos fight. I disagree with that. I still think that Shakur Stevenson's special, because he's definitely special defensively, and it'll take a special fighter to beat Shakur Stevenson. So by definition, he has to be special somewhat. If a B fighter or a B plus fighter don't have a chance against him, then it's only A class fighters that could beat him. Then he kind of got to be special, and then most of them A class fighters can't beat him. So listen, man, we got to be fair. We got to be right down the board. We can't have certain biases for certain people. Hey, we can't have certain biases for certain people and not the same biases for others. So I just want that to be known when we out here causing all these dramas and all this discussion as far as what's going on in the boxing game, but we're not clamoring actually to get the best fights in the game. We're only holding that standard for one person. We're only holding that standard for one person, and that's Gervonta Davis. Everybody else can go fight Ryan Garcia, and there's no problem. Gervonta Davis for Ryan Garcia, the world's in an uproar, positively and negatively. Lomachenko could go fight Cambosis, and everybody is okay with it, but then still want to say that Devin Haney has the best resume in boxing because he fought Lomachenko. And I'm not saying that Cambosis versus Lomachenko is a bad fight, but Lomachenko should want Shakur Stevenson. Lomachenko should want Gervonta Davis. Lomachenko should want a Devin Haney rematch and be telling Bob Arum, if it's not one of those three fights, I'm not fighting. Or if you do want me to fight Cambosis, it better be one of those three fights after that. And then the next fight after that needs to be one of them also. But we're not holding Lomachenko to that same standard. I wonder why. And I don't want to hear nothing about age. I don't want to hear nothing about that, because as long as you still got these boxing gloves on, because Terrence Crawford is older than Lomachenko last time I checked, and we holding Terrence Crawford to that same standard. And we got to be able to do that all the way around the board. It's only fair. It's only right. It's only the objective and right thing to do. If we not going to do that, then you got to get out of boxing. You can't sit up there and say that you love boxing when it's only one person we holding to that standard. It's only one person we're holding to that standard. But everybody still want to make excuses about Canelo being able to fight Jaime Munguia. I don't want to see that. Not because Jaime Munguia not a good fighter. It's the fact that I know why Canelo's doing it. Canelo went back on his word and stood up there and said that he wouldn't fight no Mexicans and all this, that, and the third because David Benavidez was there. Canelo's looking like he has no interest in making a fight with David Benavidez. That's a problem. To go fight Jaime Munguia. So, like I said, y'all, we got to get out of these fake narratives that Gervonta Davis is not fighting nobody. He's not making the best fights. He's not giving people what they want to see. He's not going for legacy. When people trying to fight his leftovers, he's fighting he out of everybody again. He's fighting the best. He has the best available fight. He's fighting the best available opponent out of all of the guys y'all say can beat him, including Tio fighting Jermaine Ortiz. So, and because y'all won't even give Jermaine Ortiz the proper credit that he deserves, but it's okay. So, like I said, man, can we stop with this? I know y'all never will, but I'm just glad that a lot of it is getting debunked, is getting exposed, is getting put out there on Front Street for the whole world to see, and it's making me happy that we're able to do those things, because that's what I come into boxing for. And it's not to just attack people, but I gotta debunk your narratives. And if you're going to get personal or you're going to go so far to lie for people, I gotta come at you, because you hurting the sport. You're not helping the sport by lying on fighters and creating narratives and trying to put bad light on their name. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan in the world for a multitude of reasons, but I won't let you say that he wasn't undisputed. I won't let you say he don't fight nobody. I won't let you say that he's a bum. I won't let you say that anybody could just knock him out. I won't let you say that he's not probably going to go to the Hall of Fame and things like that. You just can't hate on certain aspects of it. You got to be objective. In that ring, Devin Haney's one of the best in the middle of that ring, and it's hard to stop him at range. It just is what it is. You could get upset about that, but that's cool. You see how that's me being objective and me being honest, because I actually care about the sport of boxing. Whether you like a Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, they all need it though. So y'all know what this is, man. Deem by any means, and I holla.